In fighting the present virus that struck the world, I would like to share some of the curative and preventive approaches in fighting it, be it economical, historical, legal, medical, moral, prophetic, political, psychological, spiritual, and even reading great quotations and inspirational messages from prominent personalities. I collated them for your benefit. These great quotations inspire me to do this, and this is how you avoid the virus. The acronym of lockdown may have a good lessons. Even famous astrologer predicted the virus. These are virus determinants. Success? Beware of the virus second wave. Live a happy life. These are the ABC way of preventing the virus. Let's remember them. Let's be cautious also of our barangay regulations during the quarantine. Even a famous businessman can say that staying alive is the #1 priority for this year. Don't leave any alcohol or sanitizer in your car. These are your areas of concern. Huwag nyo naman pong gawin ito. Just kidding po, but accept this as a challenge. These are precautionary measures in fighting COVID. Ito naman ang passes ng lawyers during ECQ. The best pa rin dito yung surgical mask. Give a helping hand to the needy. Don't get the virus into your abode. Sun gives light to the future. Take the right food as your medicine every day. Of course, keep distance and avoid contact. Be humble to get real friends. These are the things to remember when working. In a nutshell, these are the policies during ECQ. These are the modes of transportation allowed during ECQ. Be inspired before expiring. Share your blessings for the glory of God. Highest risks are in areas where mass gatherings are inevitable. Even the richest men have something to say to fight this pandemic, which are worth sharing. As of now, the right face mask is the best weapon to block the virus in getting us. And limit getting outside of your abode. Physical distancing is the name of the game. Don't forget to seek the divine intervention, for He will always make a way. Overcome your fear for you to learn and grow healthy. The sad truth is, our country's infected populace is increasing. To summarize, I will lay down again the preventive and curative approaches in fighting the virus. Be it economical, and under the Bayanihan Hill Act, it provides grace periods to our monetary obligations like debts, rents, utility bills, housing and car amortizations, and the like. You have the option to pay it in not exceeding 6 months or have it slide from the last amortization as provided in the contract. Historical, and if we trace our history, year 2020 is not the worst. 536 AD is far worse than year 2020 because the earth was in total darkness for around 18 months. And there were famine, drought, and death wiping out almost half of the Europe population that time. Legal in a sense that, of course, compliance and following the rules. You always subject yourself to temperature checking, follow the office protocols, and even the government policies, locally and national. Moral, or doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Have a happy thoughts to fight the boredom. Don't be a problem, but a solution to the problem. Prophetic, where you can reflect on the prophecy so that you may have a glimpse of the future and what it may bring you. Political, by following the rules and regulations. We should follow our barangay regulations and follow their protocols. Be informed of any developments and interventions made by our government, locally or national. Psychological, which means that you should be inspired by the great quotations and inspirational messages of prominent personalities. Spiritual, meaning pray and meditate to nourish our body and soul. Read the Holy Scriptures to establish personal connection with God and put into action what you learn by extending charity to those in need. And finally, medical. Since there is no vaccine yet known to man, what we can do is to be aware of the preventive measures that the government, health professionals, scientists, business people, even ordinary concerned citizens of what they were sharing online, broadcasts, or any other medium of communication or correspondence. First, you should stay healthy. You must have at least 8 hours of sleep a day, do the daily exercise, eat healthy food, especially those with high pH like avocado, lemon, garlic, watercress, pineapple, oranges, and all kinds of nuts, fish, and lean meat. You take the right supplements in order to boost your immune system. You expose yourself to sunlight for 10 to 15 minutes and drink at least 1.5 to 2 liters of water every day. Second, stay clean by observing the new normal greeting without touching. Wear your mask all the time, especially when outside of your house. You should be physically distant from the rest. Avoid touching and wash hands or treat it with alcohol or sanitizer as often as you can. Be ready by keeping antibacterial medicine at home or carry a few as you go away from home. You have yourself a handy alcohol and wear at least N98 surgical masks everywhere you go. And finally, be wary. You avoid crowded places, public gatherings, and of course, traveling to high-risk areas. To make sure, especially when you go home, you buy UV lights, and when you're not around, turn on the UV lights because it will kill all the virus within the perimeter. As a final note, if you do in substance these things that I just told you, you can now say, goodbye coronavirus, au revoir.